In such a way, Maharishi thought that this has to be. This is called Pravachana. So, each and every step of our life is meant for the Parabrahma Sakshatkar. This conversation, that is why our discussions, our talks, that's why in the small stages, they were in the Gurukula. So from a small age, whatever they talk, whatever they do, however they behave, under the guidance of the Guru in the Gurukula, is all meant for Parabrahma Sakshatkar. Some people say that the Shishyas were asked to do manual labor. Going in those days, today cutting a tree is a manual labor. Those days when they were sent to nearby jungles and forests near the ashram to collect the firewood in order to burn the fire in the kitchen to cook food, even though physically today when we look at it from our angle of view, it may be a manual labor, but you know what all it has been taught to a student while doing this manual labor, what we call it as manual labor. First of all, without looking at the karma that they are going to do, with full faith and diligence, listening to or meeting the requirement of the Guru in the ashram, knowingly. Initially it is told, and second is knowingly. Knowingly complying with the Guru's requirements. Not only Guru's, it's meant for disciples. Guru may not eat at all, but it's meant for disciples. But firewood has to be brought. Now, where is the learning process? One is that, like, reverence and diligence, and then we do exercise certain things in our life for the purpose of the knowledgeable and the noble, where it is known as the service. It's known as the service. Sevanam, seva. Looking after the child is not a seva. It is your duty. Why I am saying seva, you should identify the difference between that. Even though you take lot of trouble and take care of the child, it is not the seva, it is your duty. Okay. Whereas, when you do the same thing for a Guru, it is seva. It's different. You got it? What is the difference? That is seva. Knowingly, even though he is capable of doing it, children, the disciples come and go. Guru is there even before the disciple came, even after the disciple went, after the learning, still he is there. Such a person who gives the knowledge to us in one form or the other without taking an Uttama Shishyasana, without taking an instruction, knowingly the requirement, extending the necessities for the Guru is called seva. Adhama, Madhyama, Uttama Shishyasana. Uttama Shishya is that knowingly doing things. Madhyama Shishya is that once it is told, do this, okay, I will do it and finish it. What is that for? Why it is done? Adhama Shishya, even if you tell, you will not do it. These are the three categories. Anyway, it is always there. Throughout the life it is there. So leave aside. What I am saying is that, yes. Now, in that, what is he learning further? To cut a wood? Now, when he is going to cut the wood, Guru initially gives the jnana. First time when they go to jungle. Children, when you go in the jungle, only those twigs which are dried, fallen down, pick them up and bring. Do not cut or disturb or destroy any plant which is green and growing. Any tree that is full of life, where the birds are living and where there are fruits, should never disturb them. Those twigs which you see, how much of a bigger principle he has learnt. In every action, he is learning in that way. And for every tree to be cut, even though a tree is dried up, birds are very less in that, there are no leaves, it has lived its life, but it's a wood for using the furniture or making a hutment or something. If a wood has to be cut, there are methods for that. First of all, there are 3 days puja has to be done. The first day puja is meant for asking the vriksha its permission to utilize its body for the purpose of this body. There is a mantra, there is a way puja to be done. It's a very significant way of doing it, and absolutely requesting whether it is possible or not. And it gives the reply, you get the information. The second day's puja is that for the birds and the insects they are living on the tree, asking them to leave within a week's time and find out another shelter because you will be removing them. It's the second day's puja. The third day's puja is that for any mistakes to pardon them. In case if there is any mistake, requesting the tree to present in one form or other the objection if it should not be cut. Third day. After that, they wait for 3-4 days time, and when everything is absolutely okay, then only they will cut. Otherwise, they will get an information. In one way or other, they will get information that it should not be cut. When that information comes, you should not cut that. See? So for each and everything, there's a learning process, you understand? So it's not that just going and picking up some twigs, dry twigs, and bringing it to the ashram to cook the food. There is also a learning. What is conversation? Varta. This is what is called. What I mean to say is that the listening. See, each and every action that the child does in the ashram, each and every word spoken to the Guru is a Varta, Vinaya. It's also it's all meant for the Parabrahma Sakshatkar. Every word, every action, everything is meant for that. Is why these process have been made. Even though you may find it very, we don't do these meditations. It's only the process of learning language in Sandhi and Uttararupam and Purvarupam. But the purpose of this is that to identify in each and every action of yours. It's not that Parabrahman is a subject that has to be learned and utilized separately, identically, only for identifying the Parabrahman, along with your other hundreds of activities. No. There is a difference. Each and every activity should be meant for Parabrahma Sakshatkar. Starting from sleeping, getting up and cooking food, eating, bathing, everything. Haircut. Olden days there used to be some particular days, particular time, then only you can do a haircut. Certain days you cannot do. Significant. Nail should not be cut on such and such days. Sandhya Samay, nail should not be cut. Everything significant. What? Everything, every action is meant for God. Sandhya Samay is meant for the Sandhya. We are learning about the Sandhi. The Sandhya is meant for meditating. Sandhya